Okay, welcome back to, and I'm going to get it right this time, Getting a Grip on Michigan Business Network. For listeners of the program, you'll probably know I used to do for many, many years a podcast called Bottom Line IT. And for some reason, it's stuck in my head. And so when we come back from break or go to break, I keep saying, Welcome to Bottom Line IT. This is not Bottom Line IT, it's Getting a Grip, where we talk about EOS and EOS tools and living the EOS life. My guest this week is Aaron Boatin, president of a fantastic company in mid-Michigan, based in mid-Michigan, called Ames Call Center, and they serve clients all over the U.S. and do a phenomenal job. I know from personal experience, and also many businesses that I work with would attest to that as well. They run on EOS, and Aaron, we talked in the last couple of segments about EOS, how you discovered it, how it got implemented at your company. In EOS, there are defined roles. So you take a lot of time to define the roles and the right structure for the business and find the right person for the right seat based on what they love to do, what they're great at, and what they have the ability to do. Your role at Ames is the visionary. So the visionary is the person who has the big ideas, who's thinking about what are we missing, where are the gaps, what do we need to solve, what are we not paying attention to, we should be paying attention to, not in the trees, looking at the forest. Was that an adjustment for you? Because previous to that, you probably had your hands in everything, right?
Yes, yeah, that is 100% correct. And I again, letting go of the vine is something I know we'll talk about here in a bit, or I'd like to talk about. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I think my role as a visionary, I mean, really, it's the next, what's the next curve? What's the big idea? I mean, that's going to help our team and our customers. I mean, if we solve for what, helping our customers win, I mean, that's our purpose and core passion, is to make a difference in our clients' success. I mean, what we do is so behind the scenes. I mean, that's we take a lot of pride in seeing our customers win. So, my role in the visionary as a visionary in our company is, what new technologies can we leverage to help our customers, succeed?
Yeah.
And this technology could be front facing, or a lot of times it's behind the scenes.
Yeah.
In our industry, I mean, we've consistently embraced change in our industry over the years. I mean, technology was supposed to kill us off with the advent of call forwarding and answering machines and cell phones and
Right.
and things like that. And now I'm heavily focused on how do we focused on data integration with our clients. So how do we meet the customer where they're at in terms of their expectations are, I don't want an email. I want that lead in Salesforce, or I want it over here, or, I want you scheduling in our system.
Hmm.
So, it's looking at that, and then, the freedom to really explore, my project, that I'm working on now is how do we have, something, without letting the cat out of the bag just yet, but an AI driven offering for
Yeah.
that we feel is really going to transform our space, our business, and help our customers and our team. So that's been extraordinarily exciting, and so it's the freedom to you know explore what's next. And I mean, that's so helpful, because otherwise, if you're not growing, you're dying in terms of, and it doesn't have to be like the sales dollars always growing is great, but it's like the value of what you provide to customers
Yeah. If it's
always
not
has to be
adapting.
growing. Yeah. If you
Yeah.
solve for the customer, everything else falls in line. So
Yeah.
that's, yeah.
That is such a true statement. And what's interesting about the way you're describing the role is, and if you're a listener out there and you're not familiar with the US, you're probably thinking, well, how does the president or the CEO do that and things continue to get done correctly? Well, there's a role called integrator, and that person works with the CEO, and they take on the day to day, and they work in the weeds, and they keep the trains running on time, and they keep people accountable. And that frees the visionary up to do all the things Aaron just described. But it's not an easy transition. So you, like me, prior to EOS, did both. You were running things, you were trying to be visionary, trying to think of things like how do we use AI to enhance our service offerings? What are we missing? Um, and I'm curious because my experience was once I let go, they call it letting go of the vine. Once I let my integrator truly integrate, and I was able to breathe and step back, my mind cleared up, and I saw the business more clearly, and I could see where we needed to improve and things that needed to be changed in a way I never saw it when I was in it. I was too close to it. Is that what you experienced as well?
Absolutely. I mean, I think that's the entrepreneurial curse is, for me, you know, I'd have difficulty letting go of the vine, right? And thankfully, our integrator, Lori, she's amazing at, keeping things on track like you mentioned. But and every year in our annual planning, we have what's our one thing for the year.
Yeah.
So, and we keep it on these little cards. So mine is in 2023, I commit to trusting our processes, asking the hard questions, listen with curiosity for the greater good of this team. So,
That's
and again,
awesome.
it's a visual reminder that I keep in front of me to, don't grab that vine. Just,
Yeah.
you let it go of it. Don't
Well,
pick it back up.
and
So,
it's an ongoing thing, right? So, and then we're out
yeah.
of time in this segment, but as visionaries, we have to continually strive to trust and let go and not dive in. Not that we're not involved, but we got to trust our folks, trust our integrator. So I appreciate bringing that up. That's a great description. And man, time goes fast in these segments. We're out of time. We got commercials to get to. We're going to come back after this, and we are on Getting a Grip on the Michigan Business Network.
Do a double take, see me on fire, see that I can break. Knew I'd be great, knew I would rise through all of the pain.